Mr. Derrick go.
Madam Deputy Speaker, Singapore has established itself as a leading global financial center. Global reputation aside, our financial sector provides good jobs for over 170,000 residents and has led to many spin-off benefits in our local economy. With digitization speeding up the pace of financial sector transformation, it is important for MAS to continue to refresh our regulations to preserve trust and confidence in Singapore's financial industry. Given the above, I believe that the new provisions contained in the Financial Services and Markets Bill are timely and sound. It is on this basis that I would like to seek some clarifications on how this bill will be implemented for the clarity of the public and those in the industry. On the harmonized and expanded power of MAS to issue prohibition orders or POs to bar persons in the financial industry. 1. Presumably, POs will generally be issued only if a person has a former, existing, or prospective nexus to the financial industry. As the provision of the financial services is complex with many ecosystems, partners, how will proximity be assessed to define nexus? For example, will staff from a financial institution or FI service providers such as IT vendors and ecosystem partners such as e-commerce platforms be subjected to a PO? 2. While the basis of streamlining the disparate grounds for issuing POs under the Securities and Futures Act, Financial Advisors Act, and Insurance Act into a single fit and proper test under Section 188 of the bill is sound, the effectiveness of such a test hinges on how it will be applied. On this note, can Minister clarify if there will be a retrospective application of such assessments for persons with past misconduct that might not have been caught under the 3 statutes, but whom may be deemed as not fit and proper under the new test? If so, will prohibitions commence from the point of misconduct? In addition, Singapore has a considerable number of foreign talents partnering our local workforce to deliver cutting-edge financial products and services. Given this, can the Minister clarify if existing and incoming foreign talent will also be subjected to the same due diligence as that of local staff? If so, will there be clearer guidelines on how background checks will be conducted? The reason for this question is that since the misconduct in critical functions could be non-regulated activities, it therefore may not be captured in overseas registries. This could impact the effectiveness of the fit and proper test for foreign talents. 3. This bill has broadened the scope of MAS to issue POs covering activities beyond MAS-administered acts. This would now include serious misconduct in activities such as funds management, risk and technology management per Section 7(2) of the bill, which were previously not covered. And for all roles beyond management or senior management or material risk takers. This puts the bill and therefore all on notice that everyone has a role to play in managing risk. Can Minister clarify the severity thresholds of a misconduct and how proportionality of misconduct and the prohibitions will apply, since this can be subjective given different activities? As the risk of any activity is a collective effort of everyone in the value chain, from junior staff to senior management, how will MAS assess culpability of a misconduct across the ranks? I'm encouraged that this bill has instituted safeguards to balance MAS' increased powers. As a person's appeal must be referred by the Minister to an advisory committee selected from a panel, can Minister clarify the considerations for independence of the committee and/or panel? I ask this as those in the financial industry often share close networks, and Section 14 of the bill provides for panel members to be eligible for reappointment. Also, in addition to the right of appeal to the Minister, may a person who has been issued with a PO bring his or her appeal case to court. Madam Deputy Speaker, I will now move to the second key aspect of this bill related to technology risk management. Given the intense competition from fintechs, FIs have themselves been transforming and digitizing its businesses by a combination of outsourcing as well as adopting cutting-edge technologies, such as software as a service, in cases where third-party cloud-based solutions, such as Amazon Web Services or Google Cloud, are being adopted. It is known as an industry norm that FIs have no ability to conduct independent audits on such providers, despite these services being critical. Given these limitations, how will MAS weigh the accountability on FIs should negligence fall on the part of such providers? On the enhanced regulation of virtual assets service providers, or VASPs, the bill will plug the gap in regulating entities created in Singapore by providing VA services overseas. I agree that this is important to align our regulations with the standards set by the Financial Action Task Force, or FACTF, to guard against money laundering and terrorism financing risk. MAS had, in response to a recent PQ, stated that non-fungible tokens, or NFTs, are currently not regulated by MAS, given that the underlying assets are predominantly art and other collectibles, with MAS taking a technology-neutral stance as it looks through to the underlying characteristics. Nevertheless, given the rising popularity of NFTs as a store of money and hence its susceptibility to being a vehicle for money laundering, such risk can tarnish Singapore's reputation as a financial hub if uncurbed. Therefore, will MAS consider having oversight of NFTs in this bill or other existing legislation soon? Madam Deputy Speaker, in conclusion, the success of our financial sector is premised upon its integrity and resilience, upheld by sound regulatory oversight. In building a strong local banking system, MAS has adopted a pragmatic approach to manage risks and to foster trust without stifling innovation. I'm confident that this bill will continue to strengthen oversight of our financial sector. I stand in support of this bill. Thank you.